What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dragon's Den. I'm Dumb Dragon. Thanks for joining me today. How you guys doing? So, did you guys enjoy this Arctic freeze we had? You know, there were actually reports that here in Denver, it was actually colder than Antarctica. You know, I think that they reported that the only place that was colder in Antarctica than Denver was the South Pole Station. That's how cold it got. That fucking Antarctica was colder. I mean, personally, I do like the cold, but that's a little too cold. And after about 5 minutes in it, I'm a fucking popsicle. And I work in a giant freezer. So, where do we stand in regards to Elite? At this point, I don't know. And here's the reason I say that. Over the last week, I've been looking at sports franchises that will allow me to live out the concept that I've been going with, you know, taking a team from nothing and turning them into a championship contender. The only game where that's possible, well, let me rephrase that, practical, is Super Mega Baseball 3. Now, I've got no issue going back to that game. I know that over my 5 seasons playing it, I wavered a little bit. But in the end, Super Mega Baseball 3 is one of the best, if not the best, baseball game on the market. That's really the only game in which such a franchise is practical. But I really don't want to go into something like that without an off-season lead. Because, you know, we're talking about seasons that last literally months, and there is such thing as too much of a good thing, even if it is baseball. Even if it is the greatest baseball game ever made. One of them, at least. Well, that being said, at this point I've pretty much given up on Star Wars The Old Republic. I still can't log in. And they still haven't sent me the email to change my password so I can log in. So I do need to search for another MMO. One that I can use for an off-season lead. Oh, excuse me. Because again, I've pretty much given up on Star Wars The Old Republic. That account is probably dead. It's completely worthless. Situation in Ukraine. No changes to the front lines. Hockey from yesterday. Rangers over the Kraken 5-2. Avalanche defeated Senators 7-4. Capitals over the Ducks 2-0. Stars defeat the Kings 5-1. Jets defeat the Islanders 4-2. Blackhawks over the Sharks 2-1 in a shootout. Flames defeat the Coyotes 3-2 in overtime. And Oilers defeat the Maple Leafs 4-2. Wild card weekend from this past week. Texans defeat the Browns 45-14. Chiefs over the Dolphins 26-7. In the upset of the century, the Packers defeat the Cowboys 48-32. Lions over the Rams 24-23. Bills defeat the Steelers 31-17. And in the upset of the century, Buccaneers over the Eagles 32-9. Divisional round. We got the Texans on Saturday, you got the Texans and Ravens. Yeah, Texans and Rangers. Texans and Ravens. And Packers and 49ers. On Sunday, you got the Buccaneers and Lions and Chiefs and Bills. Well, we ready to get this shit started? So you may recall, Friday, we beat Quest 64 and started our adventure here in Final Fantasy Renaissance. A remake of, a remake, so to speak, of the original Final Fantasy for the NES. Now, in between Friday and now, I did do some grinding, as you probably saw, well, mainly gold farming. And I did that at the Peninsula of Power. I'm now back at Elfheim, and we are ready to do some shopping for one of the worst paced dungeons in the game, Marsh Cave. We're about to use up all this money. So first and foremost, I want to get the Silver Spear. I'm going to get that for Ruto. And the Silver Sword, I want to get that for me. And Large Knife for Willow. Major upgrades. Okay, so Ruto's at 39.52. I'm at 30.40. Willow's at 18.33. Excuse me. I know I could get the Iron Staff for Mia, but right now, that's really not that necessary. You know, for Mia, we're gonna get a stronger weapon here soon. Now I want to come here to the item shop. I need to get some Pures. I need to get a good few of them. Get 50 of them. Now I need some magic. First and foremost... Okay, I do have a level 4 spell charge. Good. Oh, and I also need some tents. Oh, no I don't. I got 9 of them. Fast. Or, if you will, haste. Now I need some white magic. Level 3 white magic. Oh, fuck you. Now, I don't know, I don't remember if I showed this off last time, but, here lies Erdrick. Apparently, Erdrick was 29 when he died. When he fell in some holes. Alright, Mia, I need you to learn Heal. I will learn Cure 2. I think I just made a mistake. Probably should have taught me... Oh. Yeah, probably should have taught me... a fire. Oh, excuse me. also want you learning Cure 2. And I will learn a Fire. Okay, so I do have enough for one level 4, another level 4 spell. And it's gonna be white magic. Probably. Possibly. Well, wait a second. What do we got for armor? Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get a scarf for Willow. Okay. Now we get our level 4 spell. Let's get a ice. Okay, so now we are ready for Marsh Cave. Yeah, you know all that money I had like 10 minutes ago? It's now gone! Oh, excuse me. $72? That's it? Alright, let's do... Healing Waltz on Mia. That's more like it. Now, if you could have done that from turn 1, we'd be out of this fight. Huh. So I'm pretty sure her knife actually increased her bravery. Yeah, bravery up by 35%. It was 25. Now, Marsh Cave is one of the more famous dungeons here, simply because of what you're in for when you enter this dungeon, and just how much work it takes to get here. All I can say is, thank God for the Peninsula of Power. Because if the Peninsula of Power didn't exist, at least in this version, you know, in the Pixel Remaster, you do have boosters. So if you need, you can just crank up your gold, do your shopping there. But the Peninsula of Power makes this part pretty much possible. Again, this area was not very well paced. Alright, so rest here. Alright, so first things first, I want to go to the north. Now, if they say they fixed some bugs, I presume they also mean the blind issue. In the original version, blind doesn't work. Mia, that was terrible. Apparently it still doesn't work. And it's supposed to reduce your accuracy, but a Final Fantasy game in which blind doesn't work. Haven't seen that before. Why do I get the feeling these shadows are gonna have first strike every time we fight them? Now, I don't actually recall fighting these things until Melmon. So this might actually be a new encounter. I don't recall though. Okay, maybe it does work. Okay, so some of these ooze monsters like Muck and Ooze. Okay, so this is not the one. So the green one, they're gonna be a bitch to deal with, and that's because they have insane defense. You would be lucky to get 2 damage in per character per turn. That's actually where the crit bug comes in. So basically, you actually crit far more frequently. In the original NES version, you crit far more frequently than you were intended to. And in that case, you really took advantage of that because while it wasn't supposed to be practical to deal with ooze with physical attacks, it actually was because of this issue. These mucks, however, they have. What's up, Amber's? How you doing? Long time no see. But yeah, those mucks, they have good attack power, but absolutely god-awful defense. Crawls. I can't complain. Did you enjoy this Arctic blast we had? You know, over there in Lakewood? So, crawls. These guys don't hit hard, but they hit a lot. And they can paralyze. Now, generally speaking, they're actually supposed to paralyze every time they attack. That apparently didn't work. It was lovely. You know, that breeze coming off of Sloan's Lake, oh my god, I can only imagine. Even if it is frozen, it's still Sloan's Lake. Die, bitch. Alright. Short sword. We've already got something more powerful. with the spoders. Yeah, Amber's, there were actually reports that we were actually colder than Antarctica. I believe it was, Tuesday? Monday. Monday we were colder than Antarctica. Ah, there it is. Oh, excuse me. Not quite awake yet. Way to go, other me. You pathetic pleb. Alright, so now we want to go to the south. The south is actually where the real dungeon begins. Die, bitch. Now, I don't recall. Is there anything over here to the east? More spoders! And here I thought gargoyles were the assholes of this dungeon. Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. Is there anything over here? No, there isn't. I'm beginning to think those guys get first strike every time. Which, by the way, if I recall right, in the NES original, they actually did get first strike quite a bit. I just don't remember encountering them here in Marsh Cave. I could have swore the first time we encountered them was in Melmond. Stop calling me! Okay, deal with these crawls. Dick. 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 Asshole. That only increased your bravery by 25%. Maybe affected by the number of hits? Oh, you motherfucker. Kill this crawl! Stop calling me! Widow, could you not? Okay, so this is it. The ooze monster with insanely high defense. Fire 2. Get rid of these fuckers. Now, Drain Samba. These guys can also poison, by the way. Case in point. 2 hits, 2 damage. I'm curious, does Drain Samba work against these guys? If that's the case, and what about Jump? I don't think Jump will. But if that's the case and Drain Samba does work against him, that would actually be a pretty big advantage. Treasure, me want. Now I should bring up that some of these treasure chests are actually shared treasure chests. You dick. Are actually shared treasure chests with the room that we just visited. You know, the side room. There are a few of them, but not all of them. Once again with paralysis. And Mia waits until dead last before she attacks. I give halfway decent money. Yeah, you see, this is actually one of those shared treasure chests. I believe this one was the short sword? I could be wrong, but that was one of these shared treasure chests with the side room we visited. Those gargoyles can be assholes. Those gargoyles can absolutely be assholes. I'm curious. Drain Samba. Okay, it does work. That's good to know. Means I don't have to keep using Fire 2. That I'm pretty sure was another shared chest. Wait, was this entire room all shared chests? Scorpions. Something we normally don't encounter until later. Again, I do know that we can encounter these guys here, but I didn't think it was this early. I didn't think we could encounter these guys until after we got the Mystic Key. You dick. Alright, healing waltz, get rid of that poison. Willow, you fucking slowpoke! Question. Aww, they fixed that! So what was supposed to happen? We open the door, pause, and come out. Then we exit the room, and there's actually a mysterious door underneath this one. But they fixed it. Iron armor. Wait, don't we already have that? Yes, we do. We got some good treasures here, but there actually is a reason we're here. $295. Mug spelled backwards. Fuckers, we only killed one. Alright, heal Mia. Ow! Thank you. Now next fight, heal yourself! Because ow, and that was only a gargoyle! We're about to go up against a monster that hits even harder! And no, I'm not referring to these assholes. Even though, yes, they do hit harder. And we got a house! Don't mind me just carrying a fucking house in my pocket! Copper bracelet, we already got enough of those. And when it comes to me, I'd rather take the defense over the evasion. Now we're dealing with some scum. Scum spelled backwards. Willow, you suck. Everybody attack that one. Let's get Willow some bravery so she can use Drain Samba. And not miss. Bitch. Again, these things don't hit hard. They just have some insane defense. Willow have it pure. Other me have a pure. Bitch. Can you do that one more time? You guys are assholes, you know that? And this is the room we're looking for, as if the statues weren't a dead giveaway. Now, the tile in front of us is an encounter tile. This is why generally people take forever to get prepared for this cave. You can encounter anywhere from 2 to 5 of these guys, and these guys are assholes. They hit really hard. Now, despite their name of wizard, they can't cast magic. They just hit really, really hard. Look at that, 68 damage. 78? Yeah, I made that look a lot easier than these guys really are. Although I should bring up that with this being an encounter tile and actually a pretty good experience coming from this tile, it's actually a halfway decent place to grind for a little while. If you needed to. I really don't. And we found the crown. But not a terrible place to grind. I mean, of course, the Peninsula of Power is better, but still. Not being as good doesn't mean not good. Willow, could you go a little faster, please? -2, -11. Now, I say I prefer the armor over the bracelet because I prefer defense over evasion, but here in a little bit, I'm going to be preferring evasion over defense. But now we are done with Marsh Cave. I made it look a hell of a lot easier than it really is. No, you know what? You guys ain't worth my time. Just had to get that parting shot, didn't you? Oh, they didn't get first strike this time. Okay, good. Yeah, we are going back to Alfheim. I need to get my level 4 spell charge back. Gonna need it. Oh, we got first strike. Okay. Fair 2. Let's do harm. Gee, just a bit of overkill, don't you think? Move! Single wide pathways, everybody. Really, imps? Zone 1 enemies. Here at Marsh Cave. You guys really aren't worth my time. And generally, by the way, imps are running away by that point. Did they change morale? Wolves and gerwolves. Again, just a bit of overkill. Not enough overkill. Okay, so now that we're back at Alfheim. Now that we're back at Alfheim, we do have money for a couple more level 4 spells. And we do have a nice haul to sell off. First off, some weapons. Not buy. Sell. And we did get a little bit of armor. Okay. So that was it. Yeah. Okay, so now time to get a couple more level 4 magic spells. In particular, Ice 2. There really isn't much else in the level 4 rank that really interests me. I mean, resistance to silence. In the original, I can't think of a single instance where I was ever silenced. Fear, I don't think it's gonna be worth it in the long run. And pure, ideally, we're never using up enough pures to justify the cost of this spell. I mean, money isn't going to be an issue later. So filling up on level 4 spells might be something that we do in the future, but not now. Level 4 magic just isn't worth it. Okay, so I got 2 level 4 spell charges. Die, bitch! That room, unfortunately, that one right there, the treasure room, locked by a mystic key that we're going to be getting here in a little bit. Hi, Astos! So, you're a conniving prick that cheated your way to the crown. I think Astos is just a touch off. Methinks your name should be Astros. Now, Astos... I forgot to take off my armor. And that's because Astos... he has a very high chance of casting a magic spell. When he casts his spells, he will always do so on a rotation. And the first spell he will always cast is Rub. Rub is an instant death spell that is affected by the target's evasion. So the fact that I kept my armor on, Rudo's about to die. Or not! He can just absolutely obliterate Astos in one shot! That, by the way, gave us the crystal. And you may recall, Matoya was looking for that. Again, I made that look a hell of a lot easier than it should have been. You motherfuckers. Okay, could you give me something that's worth my time? Oh, Nice. These things are actually worth my time. Sort of. Die, bitch! So, do you remember in my Dragon Quest VI playthrough, I complained quite heavily about all the backtracking. We are about to do a lot of backtracking. So first off, we need to go back to Matoya's Cave to get the Jolt Tonic, or herb if you will, to wake the Sleeping Prince at Elfheim. Then we wake the Sleeping Prince at Elfheim, get the Mystic Key, then we go back to Corneria to get the TNT to go to Dwarf Cave and progress through the game. Oh dear God, the backtracking. The thing of it is, this game, Dragon Quest VI, take notes. This is how you do backtracking. You make it worth my while. Because along the way, we could actually backtrack a little more and get some really good stuff. I mean, that money that I spent to get prepared for Marsh Cave, we're about to make it all back. And not through combat either. Matoya, here's your eye. You have no more business here. Go! You ungrateful twit. And by the way, in the remake, she actually quips that we're not as attractive as she thought we'd be. So now that we got the herb, to wake the Sleeping Prince. And Willow doesn't even have to kiss him. Sharks and Kaizokus. That's what's worth my time here on the, I believe it's pronounced Adelsea? I'm not 100% on that one. Okay, can you guys start running away first try? Luck 13, 10, 11, and 18. Luck, by the way, affects your chances to run, or at least it's supposed to. In the original, there was a glitch with running. I forget how it works, but it has to do with your positioning and your health, I believe. But yeah, running in the NES original was bugged. You motherfucker. Alright, back to the castle. I think I already talked to you. You were the one that gave me the healing waltz? Oh. Yes. Alright, so now we got the Mystic Key. We have several places we can go to with good stuff. First off though, I do want to stay here because there actually is a room on the outskirts of the castle. And again, it's got some good stuff, including a weapon upgrade for Mia. And copper gauntlets. It's not a huge upgrade, but it's an upgrade nonetheless. I mean, she is definitely not here for her defense, or for her offense. Now I want to go back to Astos' keep, because again, good stuff. And yes, this also means we're going back to Marsh Cave. So we're still not done with that fucked up place. Ooh, ogres. You guys are worth my time. Alright, Astos. I know you're just a corpse right now, but you've got a treasure room that has stuff that I want. See, wide pathways, everybody. Oh! They added some treasure here! I'm gonna bring my mouse into the picture. You see that treasure chest right there? That one didn't exist in the original. So they added stuff. Falchion Blade, not worth it. Iron Gauntlet. Rune Harp. That's why. I don't think the Falchion Blade is an upgrade. No, it is not. It's actually a pretty substantial downgrade. Oh, that's actually an upgrade. I don't think anybody else can equip it. No. Oh, that's right. There are some encounter tiles here. No, I don't need to. Arm 2. And Power Staff. Oh, that's actually a downgrade. A stat that's not very powerful. Question mark? I don't recall if that has any secondary effects in combat. Worth a look. You know what? I will fight you guys, if only to find out what's going on with this power staff. If I recall right, its only power was that it sells for a fuck ton. Yep, that's all it does. Just sells for a fuck ton. Get fucked. So now back to Marsh Cave. Once we raid one more treasure area in Marsh Cave, then we're done with this area, possibly for the rest of the game. And I say possibly because, again, I do have a couple level 4 spell slots to fill out, and money is going to be less of an issue later. So where are we at with our level ups? 25. I will tell you that once we're done raiding this treasure, we are completely done with Marsh Cave. And they got first strike. Oh, and by the way, we're also not done backtracking yet. Even when we're done with this quest line. Bitch! Man, Willow is hitting really hard. You know, for somebody that uses a fucking knife. You know, a kitchen knife. Something you cut steaks with. And she is carving shit up. No. SMB 4 is just so bad, I'm like, yeah, fuck this shit. How you doing, Bobcat? You know, once I get a new off-season lead, I'm actually going to be going back to SMB 3. And Star Wars The Old Republic has been giving me major problems. Yes, SMB 3. It's not good at all. I mean, they really fucked up a lot. You know, probably my sign to go was actually in the very last day. It was either the last day or the day before. But foul ball was caught in midair by the catcher. which should have been an out. By rule, that is an out. It was still called a foul ball. They really fucked up the rules of baseball in SMB 4. I mean, and especially some of the more fundamental rules. You know, the strike zone in particular was absolutely god-awful. But again, tags that aren't called, that instance where a ball caught in midair is called out of play. Like, what the fuck? Has EA ever seen a baseball game? I ask knowing that they have MLB The Show in their arsenal. Have they ever seen a baseball game? But yeah, SMB 4 was absolutely god-awful. It might be. Because looking at some of the numbers, its viewership is actually falling on Twitch, while SMB 3 is still rising. In fact, SMB 3 is bigger now than it's ever been, while SMB 4 is falling. So it is possible that the Super Mega Baseball franchise could be done. And it's all because they fucked up one entry. And the updates made it worse. And this is why I'm here. Now I should bring up that these Cobras, they don't poison. Or at least they're not supposed to. Come on. Give me Healing Waltz. EA Sports for you. If it's in EA Sports, it's in the game. Unless we put it in, then it's in the game. I remember when EA Sports was good. And sports games in general have just fallen off of a cliff the last decade. And one time it was. And I think the last great year for sports games was 04 going into the 05 season. You know, MLB 05, MLB 2K5, NBA 2K5, NFL 2K5, NHL 2K5. EA sports games were actually pretty good at the time. Madden 05. You know, that was peak sports games. It's just fallen off of a cliff ever since. You're fucked, asshole. Okay, it says we're back. And it looks like we are back. So that didn't last as long as it normally does. Oh, more Weezards! Ow. And a Silver Dagger, which, by the way, upgrade for Willow. Where is it? Here it is. Again, not much of an upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. I think there are like 2 more rooms left. You guys stop that! Oh, that's right, I'm poisoned. If this were the NES version, we'd be pissed off. Extra points if you get that reference. And an Ash Harp. If I recall right, this room had nothing. So that was an addition to in this version. Again, makes sense because we are dealing with different weapon types, but I believe that room was empty in the original. Ow! Okay, that was pathetic. Willow, save the day again. You're welcome, Rudo. Ow! Big 90 on Mia! You dick! Okay, now we are completely done with Marsh Cave. We can finally get out of here. But we're still not done getting shit. We still got a lot more backtracking to do, and a lot more shit to get. Oh, by the way, we also did get a silver bracelet. I'm gonna give that to Willow. Because she does seem to be saving the day a lot. A lot more than Mia does, although we are gonna get another one from Mia soon. Die, gargoyles. Die, bitch! Okay, get rid of that crawl. Mia... Get rid of the skeletons. Alright, now Willow, heal me. Willow, you were too slow. By the way, I believe she's our fastest. And they get first strike again. Because of course they do. Enemies that poison get first strike and apply poison. Parting shots in a Final Fantasy game? Never heard of it before. And we're not long from progress. I mean, we just need to visit Corneria and... You motherfuckers. Corneria and the Temple of Fiends. Again with first strike. Guys, considering how often these guys kick our ass, you would think you'd leave somebody watching the flank. Why do they still keep getting a jump on us? Okay, it looks like we're back. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do this backtracking and then call it a day because that is the second time I've dropped. Probably just get to Malmond and call it there. But again, a touch more backtracking. Next up, Corneria, and we got a Kaizoku. Only one, though. Still, murder this thing. This is some good gold. Okay, now Corneria Castle. Just follow the perimeter, and we get to the treasure room. A treasure room that, for some reason, I'm gonna let you see it. Silver dagger, saber, don't need any of those. Iron staff, don't need that. I don't need. But for some reason, Corneria's treasure room has a fucking explosive! Iron shield could use, and iron armor don't need. Oh, you can't use an iron shield. Now that we're at Corneria Town, we can sell some shit. And remember how I said we'd get that money back? That money I just spent, the money that I just spent back, and I wouldn't have to fight to do it? Guess what? We still got armor to sell. I'm curious. Probably not, but it's worth a look. No. Oh, by the way, we're still not done! Now we go back to the Temple of Fiends! Now we actually didn't see what was over here to the right, and that's because these rooms are guarded by the Mystic Key. And encounter tiles, by the way. Yeah, that's what this is. Encounter tile. Die, bitch. Rune Blade. Okay, so weapons like that were bugged in the original. The Rune Blade is supposed to do extra damage against wizards. Well, rune-like enemies like wizards and stuff. They didn't work. In the original, the Rune Blade, the Worm Killer, the Giant Killer and stuff like that, they were selling material. They sold for a lot, but that's all they were. Selling material. I would think they did fix that. If they fixed the bugs, then they certainly fixed that. But that doesn't make these good weapons. They're still extremely situational. And because you can't change your equipment in combat, well, what's the point of having them? Just sell them. They sell for a lot. Wereblade and soft. We're gonna need some softs. The Runeblade and the Wereblade, however, about to come in handy. Because they're so situational. Now I should bring up that these weapons, their power, downgrade. And not by a little either. And they sell for more than a silver sword. No, Mia, take out that boner. Fuck that boner up. Or a Willow can, that works too. Okay, so now we can make a little progress. You Grimps ain't worth my time. You, however, are. You're relatively easy and give some pretty damn good gold for how easy you are at this point. Okay, 238. And I should bring up, we will not be seeing any new monsters on the Adel Sea. So no upgraded sharks, no upgraded Sahagins, no upgraded Kaizokus or Big Eyes. That's for later. Dwarf Cave. Last time we were here, we stole their gold. This time, we're gonna steal everything! Your supply of adamant is exhausted. So what this is supposed to say, apparently they took this out, but if we examine these swords, he'd just say, no, those are replicas. Which, by the way, that adamant quest would be useful if we had a fighter. You see that room in front of us? We're gonna be talking to that dwarf in a little bit. Because this room... Oh my god, the treasure! Found a tent. Iron helm. Dragon sword. Another silver dagger. Wooden helm. Silver armor. And a house! Again, the weapons are useless. But we got some gold there. Dick. So next up is actually back to Corneria, and there is a reason I'm going back to Corneria. We're gonna find out why in just a little bit, when we actually get to Melmond. You see, there is a shop that Melmond is missing. A couple of them, actually. I think. I know it doesn't have an item shop, but I completely forgot if it had a weapon shop. I know it has an armor shop. That's where you get the knight's armor, which is expensive as fuck. But because you can only sell equipment back to the vendor that specializes in that equipment, we gotta sell the dragon sword to the weapon shop owner. Oh, that's an iron helmet. It's an upgrade, dumbass! Okay. We are now ready to move on to Melmond. But while we're here... No more backtracking, we done. Now, where am I at with... Okay, I do not have a level 5 spell charge. That should be coming up really soon. What about my level up? 188. You know what? Grind out this level. Since we're here. And you're gonna give me Gerwolves! Really? Gerwolves? 4 zones after they're introduced? And an asp. How am I supposed to level up when your encounters are such trash? Thank you. This encounter is not trash. It still didn't level us up, but that was a good chunk of money. One more fight. One more fight. One more fight. Oh, and it's an ogre. You're welcome, guys. So now everybody's over 200 health. Okay, so Mia does have a level 5 spell charge. Good! Mia? Ooh. I know what I'm teaching her. We're gonna start you off with Hell 2. Then we're gonna teach you Life. Oh, you do have a weapon shop, okay. $15.15. $10.15. I don't know. Yeah, crit rate 3%. Still. Not yet. Oh, I don't want that. I actually want to give that to Mia. Fire 3. Nah. Can't have warp yet. Dicks! What's up, Rudo? How you doing? Dicks. And Rudo, it kind of sucks because I'm actually going to be calling it a day here. I've already dropped twice. I need to find out what's going on. Twice in less than 2 hours. So I do need to find out what's going on. Yeah, you're not wrong. I really need to find out what's going on with display today. So that's actually why I'm calling it here. It doesn't look like there's really much going on. So, I will see you all tomorrow, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Hopefully, I will see you all tomorrow, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Again, this is weird. I dropped twice, and we are on a massive delay. So, I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Mountain Time for more Final Fantasy Renaissance. I'm going to be looking at that. Thank y'all for joining me. Y'all take care.